everybody. To get the comments. To bring my mic over. Better not forget to bring the mic over, guys. I've got a new look tonight. I thought I would try the emerald green. Just practicing. I'm thinking about doing emerald green makeup tomorrow night on my Witchy 101. Remember and come, guys. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you. Welcome in. Wait till we see who's all here. Oh, I might go live more often at this time. Wow. Welcome in, Christina Sis. Welcome in, Amelia. Kia ora to you too. Kia ora to you too. I think that means good morning from New Zealand. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hello, Helen. Welcome in. Nice to see you back. Welcome in, Kerry. Welcome in, Stephanie Sis. So I've got my... It's always the opposite. It really does confuse you. I've got my earrings and I made myself tonight. It is the dragonflies. And I felt that falling off earlier. My little pentagrams fell off. See, when I was brushing my hair, I felt something falling. I'm thinking, what fell? That's what it's been. It's been the pentagram off that. I'll fix it later, guys. It's meant to be the same as that one. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Bud Files. Welcome. Oh, Evie, welcome in. Good morning. Good morning, sis. Welcome in, Uncle Danny. Thank you. Even though it's dropped back to 1199 again. That's the YouTube algorithm for you. It will go back up probably in the next day or two. So welcome in, everybody. Tonight, we are going to do just an hour, just because we've got a lot on tonight. Sister Christina and Sister Luna is doing an interesting stream at the UK at 11 o'clock, which I definitely want to make. So it's basically about Christina and Luna have been chatting, and they've realised that a lot of us have got a lot of things similar in common with our background. So the two of them is going to share their journey, and then us in the chat are going to see if we relate to it, just to get a little bit more of an understanding how we are all connected. So that'll be interesting. So definitely come along for the journey. Sister Christina is in the chat if you want to share the link, guys. Make sure everybody goes and hits that bell. But for me tonight, I want to share my journey with you a little. I know that on the Witchy 101s last week we did share a little bit about our journey. So I actually came across a video that I must have done a way back. And it really enlightened me a little to how I was feeling back then. So I'll share that with you because I think it was one of the first videos I must have shared about what was going on. And I think I must have took a bit of a break. I must have been trying to communicate and nothing was happening. And then I've took the break and the kind of mini breakdown maybe even. I don't know. We'll see with the video. So I'll share that with you and see. I think it was 7 years ago. I'm not sure. 6 or 7 years ago it was. So for the ones that's never went back my channel to really see how far I've came, this will kind of be a little bit of an insight for you. So let's see if we can find it. Right, share screen. Share. Right, let me see if I can. Let's go back to the very old video. Right, so let me find it. This is, look, Scottish Coast Air. That was 6 years ago. That was when I was travelling up. This is the one where my big sister got rescued. What had happened was her and her boyfriend had went a walk up the back road of Colburn, and they didn't realise that when a certain time of night comes, it goes all marshy. So they had went walking into the Bing, we call it. It's just a big hill, but they had walked into the Bing and sat down for a little while and had a couple of cigarettes, chatted and things. And then when they've got up to go out, they couldn't get out. But her boyfriend managed to get out, and he went down the road, fell asleep, and didn't tell any of us that she was up there. It wasn't until we started to say, "Where's Helen?" that he's like, oh God, that's right, she's up at the bang. And so therefore we all had to go up and try and find her. And I'm not going to play that, guys, because it's a bit of an upsetting video, and I want this to stay a bit positive. So getting rescued 2 years ago. That was when I posted it, was that time. So then they get a couple of ones of Liam, and we were trying to find. I cheered the Highland Games as well. And then this was the one that has changed so much. The title in it has changed so much. Because and you can watch these ones, this isn't the one I want to share with you. Because when I watched this, I thought at first, in fact, I'm going to play it, guys, because it's quite interesting. When I first recorded this, I don't know why it doesn't let me share anything, guys. It's crazy. I don't know why it never lets me share anything, guys. This computer's terrible for it. Right, wait, I'll see if I can do it this way. You don't really necessarily have to see the video. This is just really giving you a bit of perspective in my words. I'll do it this way. Oh, I'm back up to 1,200. There you go. Right, okay, so let me share this video with you. This was a video that I did, and I thought it all was odd. In fact, I'll leave that one and you can watch it because I don't think I'll be able to show you that. It was a one, but it's interesting how I changed the title all throughout my journey if I posted it. Because at first it was an orbs and it was spirit, and then it changed to orbs and boys. So it changed. So now it's down to orbs and dust particles near end from where I sit. And smoke. There was a smoke came from somewhere as well. So watch that one. Right, so this is the one I want to share with you about my words more than anything. And this was a way back. When would this have been? Right, let me think. Oldest videos. And then there was my first ever ghost hunting things. It was crazy down the street at the cemetery. And then there was the one as well where it was something spoke, oh my God. And I had been trying the Ouija, but I think if you go through the video, you'll realise that I think it was more the words and the spirit box it was playing. It wasn't, the Ouija board wouldn't work for me. It never ever has. It has started to work, and it's as if be going with the spirit box. It's as if my guides are blocking it. Whatever is trying to communicate, because it starts to, and then I start doubting myself. Is it me that's pushing it? But it's never ever worked for that day on. And I think it is my guides, guys, it blocks that for me. There's one I shared, the Sparkle as well, who watched an orb fly right out the door and she started barking. That is on the channel way back 6 years ago. And so I kind of continued along like that, just doing private sessions. I did a Merry Christmas stream, then I shared the Highland Games procession in 2018. And then there was a dinosaur had appeared in the park. Wait, you see this? This is hilarious. I hope you can see this. It's supposed to be a dinosaur, but it looks more like a male genital. So I named the video, is it a dinosaur or a giant male genital? So we just kind of went along like that on our journey, sharing things. You just can go back and watch them. So we just kind of shared things like that, a couple of things that was going on. And then I must have had a break. And I think this must have been when all this happened. I'm not exactly sure if this was another time that I've stopped. But listen to this, guys, right? And this was 5 years ago. It was paranormal vlog. Sorry I've not posted for a while, but I've been trying to work on myself and work on my witchcraft and make my connections. Wait, and I just pause this TV. Yeah, I've been trying to work on myself, trying to get my head straight. I've got a few problems that a lot of you will know about, but a lot of you won't, but I'll explain that in another video, maybe at some point in time. But I just wanted to make this video to tell you that I will be back investigating paranormal soon. But for now, I'm going to work on my witchcraft because I've made a connection to a deity, Santa Marta, and I really am focused on trying to make the connection better. Today I got our tarot cards in. And I'll show you these. I got my Santa Marta tarot cards in today. They used to wear a lot of bangles on my hands. That's what you can hear with the bangles. For my altar, Santa Marta altar, but I had ran out for a long time there. But look at my mystical on my altar and on my witchy stuff. But I also use it on myself. I also use it like a kind of perfume when I'm feeling down to uplift myself. But a lot of you will know why people do things like this, but I will explain to you why. But to understand why, you really would have to see me when I'm on a down mode. And then you would have to see the difference that this makes when you apply it to yourself or you apply it to something that you're using to feel its true power. I don't know if it's something that I actually want to share when my down moods come, because I really am myself when I'm like that, and I don't want you to see me like that, to be honest, because it's not nice. And depression is really bad, to be honest with you, and a lot of people will have depression and they won't recognise they've got depression, but they'll just think they're in a bad mood, or why am I feeling like this? But they've got to look deep within themselves to find the root of the cause of why you're depressed. And it could go way, way back to your childhood. It could go back to something that happened when you were a kid, that a feeling will come on you and it'll bring back all the bad memories and you just can't shift it. And it's hard to watch somebody go through that, to be honest with you, because I've seen a lot of people go through it. And I try and help people, but I have to try and help myself as well. And I'm the agony aunt of my family. Everybody comes to me for advice, and I've always the one with a smile on my face and the upbeatness, do you know what I mean? And sometimes I really just don't feel like that, but I put a show on for people. Not unless you were in my house 24 hours a day, then you would get to know the true me. Not to say that I'm not a nice person, because I really am a nice person. I'm the nicest person you'll ever meet. But when I'm down, I can be really crab, and sometimes I can just shun you, tell you to go away, or put you in a place where you don't want to be around me, because I'll just be that crab with you, and I'll be that cutting,
downbeat that I won't want to see anybody.
You'll get your character.
Sorry about this here, but I'm going to die tonight, I think. Anyway,
I'll tell you about yourself.
So I'm going to work on my witchcraft for a while, which I've been doing. I've just been working on my connection with Santa Marta.
See how nervous I am as well.
I'm going to do the tarot cards. I'm going to get a connection to these tarot cards. I don't show my tarot cards to a lot of people. The ones I use, I usually, if I'm doing a video or working with people, I'll use a set that's specifically for them. So I'm really just deciding whether I want to use these for myself or for other people. I've not decided on that yet, but I'm going to show you some. I'm going to show you all the cards. I maybe not use them on people, but I might buy another pack actually to use on people. I was trying to get the limited edition, but it's very hard to get, and everybody's bidding on them on eBay, but they're getting up to crazy prices, so I'm just not going to bother. I'll just buy another set of these, I think, unless I find one at a decent price. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I've not dropped off the face of the earth, and I will be back. And when I do come back doing the paranormal, it's going to be even better because the connection I'm getting right now with spirits is crazy. But I've not been recording. I've just been doing it through the audio. I've not been video recording, sorry. I've been just using it through my wee recorder on my phone. And I'm getting crazy things, by the way. I'm getting my name. I'm getting my deceased relatives' names. I'm getting all sorts. But people won't believe you. If you put this up on YouTube, people won't believe it. All they'll do is they'll turn in and they'll say, oh, well, you could have put that there, blah, 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 blah. So it's crazy. So I'm not going to bother putting all them up. But I'm going to, thanks to Marie's Life Vlogs and Mysteries, I'm going to start doing it on my laptop, and I'm going to start and figure out how to do it, that you put the words up on the screen. So bear with me, guys, and I do appreciate you all subscribing to me. I'm now at 79 subscribers.
79.
Anyway, I know 79 is not a lot, but it's a lot to me. It is a lot to me. I'm just a simple wee Scottish lass at the end of the day. So thank you, everybody, and I'll be back soon. If you want to see my witchcrafty stuff, just comment, like below, whatever you want to do, it's fine with me. I'm not.
So guys, that was a way back 5 years ago. And it shows you that right away back then, that was when my journey was really beginning to attract. Hi Gemma sis, nice to see you. So it shows like a way back then, that was when I was trying to connect to Santa Marta. I was trying to find out kind of who I was, and you know, it's shaking off all those old shadows that kept following me around and not letting me thrive. You know, it's crazy. I think this must have been before Billy died. I really don't know, guys. I'm trying to figure it out. So the next one after that, I kept doing like little sessions on the spirit box, still not really showing my face and things. And then I think I'd shared, by this point, I had an altar.
Bible, the app that makes you read one Bible verse every time you turn on your lock screen. Let's look at the honest review.
Yeah, by that time, I had an altar to Santa Marta, and I was starting to use the spirit box and things to try and communicate. And then that's when I started to hear my ancestors, my gran, my dad, anybody. That's when I started to truly hear them come through the box. But you've got to remember, at that time, I was connecting spiritually as well in the background. So that was the process. Hi, welcome in, Cole and Krista. That was the process that was going on in the background with me. I was trying to find myself. And I know that you're not supposed to try and connect to spirit and things if you're trying to find yourself and you're doing your shadow work and things. But I think because at the time, that was what was helping me find who I was. I just kept going on with that. Wally would go to work, Liam would go to school, and as soon as they went out the door, I would have the spirit box out. I would do everything during the day. Then I started to buy incense and things. So by this point, I've got my altar, guys, and I must have connected really well to Santa Marta by this point. So there's that in the background as well. Wait till we find it. Oldest. So I've actually got my altar by then. And then I started to do, but see, you can see my mental health get better as well. If you watch the videos way back, you'll see that I've done a vlog about nails and things. That was when I was starting to get back to doing my makeup. I was starting to find myself again. I was getting my nails and things all done all the time again. So if you just kind of go back that, and then, see, this one's interesting because this also is at this time, and this is when I started finding the witches on YouTube. Listen to this. This is a dedication I done to TikTok chick. TikTok witch.
Hi, Tubies.
That's what she used to call her.
Guess what this video's about? I'm so sad to see that TikTok chick has passed away.
Look how nervous I am as well, guys.
You know, when I first started looking on YouTube for witches to follow, Tiptoe. Tiptoe Chick was one of the first YouTubers that I came across. Horrified. With the grave dancer and others. I don't want to make this video about except for Tiptoe. That she's passed her accident, and along with Renegade Witch as well the other week. And I know that people are going to jump on the bandwagon and say that it's to do with this, it's to do because it's the white people that's dying and black people are making these people die, and they're going to jump on that, and everybody knows they're going
to let you understand that, guys, a way back when these two people died, they were actually in a kind of war with these darker flexed people, if you like, complex people. So there was a lot of back and forward. These other witches, darker witches, were claiming that they did it. They were saying that that's what they get for messing with us type of thing. So there was a bit of a thing going on in YouTube with a lot of the witches away back then. And I won't name the bad ones because they were pretty bad. They were claiming to be doing these things. So I kind of address it just a little because I don't want drama on my channel.
to jump on and they're going to say it was them and this and that. Do you know something? Stuff all them. You know, it's just so sad that this lady who gave such an inspiration to a lot of us people that was wanting to be witches and didn't have the courage. It's just so sad that now that all of us are finding our path, that our path has ended. Okay. And it's so much a shame. And I don't think that anybody should do a video about anybody unless it's to honour them. And if you see quickly on my TV, turn it round.
I learned that one.
I'm going through a couple of our old videos just to get our views up and get a bit of respect for her, to bring them back on the YouTube scene to see that they're going to be watched. And it's more for our kids than anything else, because see, at the end of the day, these videos are going to last forever, and her kids should see these, even if they're not old enough yet to understand what the witchcraft path is all about. Their mum is giving a bit of herself.
About 2017, I think it would have been.
A bit of her heart, a bit of her soul, a bit of everything. And her love and expression and her passion is what the kids are going to see, and they're going to feel the love that lady put out to the world. The same with Renegade Witch. The love in the... Even though Renegade Witches was quite... they weren't as personal as Tic Tac.
She didn't share as much our family.
Renegade Witches videos were quick and to the point. And what I mean is, Tiptoe Chick's videos, she opened up in them. Do you know what I mean? She opened her heart up to them. She told you a bit about what was going on in her life, about her kids that were in some of the videos. She told you about her love for her sister, different things about her personal life that I felt that maybe Renegade Witch didn't. But I'm not saying that Renegade Witch was any less a YouTuber or that than...
Oops, you'll get in trouble there.
Sorry, I keep forgetting her name because I've not watched her for so long. Do you know, son, I'm not even going to post
it. It's a good TikTok wasn't it then, isn't it?
Tiptoe Chick.
We should be good TikTok.
Tiptoe Chick Crew.
Oops, I'm putting myself around.
Anyway, I might post it, I don't know. Tiptoe Chick opened up to us all.
See my confidence,
and she inspired us all.
Thank you, Evie.
And I'm sorry now that I kind of left her channel and went to other YouTubers. I really am sorry for that. So that's why I'm doing this video. And that is why I'm rewatching some of our best videos and some that I didn't watch. So I just want to put it out there that I'm so sorry to hear that Tiptoe Chick has passed away. She was such an inspiration joke. I couldn't even express on here how much an inspiration that lady was to me. And I've got a bit of regret for no supporting her a bit more. But as you know,
I think it's because when I first found her, I binge watched her for ages, and then I found Lady Grave Dancer, and then the minute I found Lady Grave Dancer, I didn't even look at anybody else's videos at all. And I think once I found out that Tiptoe Chick had passed away in a car accident, I felt a little bit guilty. And that's why I started watching her videos again, to put her back on the algorithm so that her kids can get some revenue and see and read the comments and things as well, and see just how much her mother had helped a lot of us baby witches away back then, because the way she did things, it was down to earth, much like we're trying to do in the Witchy 101, guys. She's kind of tried to teach you the meaning behind everything, why you do it, not just showing you how to do it, but actually just showing you the reason why you do it, and just really explaining things to where you could understand it. Watch her, she's really good. So I did that to her, so that shows you that I was starting to watch other people do witches and things. And then I started to kind of bring in my tarot readings. I think by this point I must have been going live with Chris on that other channel. Well, it was Bold and Bonkers, but it wasn't way back then. Way back then it was the Lost Scotsman 0000. We started to do the live streams there, talking about, no, that wasn't Andrea, that was further down the line. That was about a year down the line, I think. I started to open up a bit to Chris about it all, yeah. So anyway, so way back then, so the videos, and then I started to just share a little more. Then that's when look. So I'm starting to do videos with Kerry and Zach. So that shows that she must have been here. See, it jumps from 5 years to 4 years. So I'm wondering if that's kind of in between then. Can you see talking? Mr. Trump in the background. This is Liam and Zach way back then. Look at them. Oh, it's Christmas. I think it's Christmas, to be honest. So there's all that way back then, right? And then what else do we get? Yes, so then the summer comes, and then we've got Kerry and Zach here. So that must have been kind of going on in the background that year, that I've kind of just been doing little things. It must have been going on in the background, because there's Zach and Kerry. In the back garden with the pool. So I think that's when Kerry was here. So that's way back 4 years ago. So you're talking about then when I started. No, it couldn't have been Andrina. That must have been when I was starting to connect, was a way back with the Santa part. Right. And then I must have, because Kerry moved in with my mum and dad. She was here about 2 months maybe. And then she ended up moving down into my mum and dad's house. Yeah, so that must have been when she started to kind of get over it a little, and she started to come up every day. She started to get to a point where she was coming up every day with Zach, because I would go down, maybe bring him up for a wee while and things. And then it got to the stage where Kerry and Tim was coming up for their dinner and things like that. So that must have been at this point in the summer. Yeah, thinking back, that must have been when it was. And then I just kind of continue on like that, guys, and I do a little bit of vlogging here and there, and then this would be back there. Keep doing the spirit box in my living room, mostly not showing my face and things. Just doing it in my bedroom. And then I started. This must have been when I started to talk to, like, find out about like your animal guides and things, because this is the one where Roger.
Just looking at the window a minute ago, and my bird that follows me about, Roger was there sitting on the fence. Oh, my wee Roger, where are you? Roger. You're on, Jack. Oh, he's away. Dude, look at the fucking camera on, he's away.
Oops. Anyway, so that must have been when I was starting to figure out that you have like kind of totem animals and things like that. I can remember when that was. That was when we used to take Zach wee walks and things all the time, like up around the scheme just to keep him amused. So that was all starting. Me and Liam done the bamboozle challenge online, so that'll show you how long ago that was. 4 years ago. Yeah, just keeping. Then, well, trying out my new equipment. So what was the new equipment? Let's see.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Drew's Paranormal Vlog. I was just sitting here going through some of my stuff I was going to do a video about all the different tarot cards I've got. Like the Witch's Tarot, that's by Anne Stokes. Certain Work of Tarot, that's by Fabio Lestrani. And these ones I've never really used. Pam Grout and Colette Baron Reed. These are 8 Oracle cards. And these are one of my favourites, which is Wisdom Oracle cards. These are the best ones, especially if you want to take a look
Hugs Uncle Danny.
a bit of guidance.
Hope you sleep. Hope you feel better.
These ones here, I should have actually taken out the pouches first. These ones here are actually the Secrets of Tarot, but looking good.
Let's see what the equipment is. I don't want to go right through the full video.
At the bottom. Let's see if we can get some light.
Let's see if we can see what the equipment was that I got. Oh, the laser grid and the little handheld thermal. That's what it was, right? So I got. So this is me starting to build up my equipment and things. So I've obviously connected at this point. Yeah, this is where I must have started doing things with Chris, because there's the first St. Bride's Church one.
God so loved the world that he gave his only.
So that's when I've started to actually go out investigating at this point. And that was 4 years ago. So that got 288 views to this day. So that was kind of the start of me connecting and going away back. And then we just started to go to location after that. And then we started the live streams. Let me see the oldest live stream. Look at the one we did with Happy New Year with me and Willa. And Liam.
Hi everybody, it's just past 2 minutes past New Year. We're on Twitch this time, Liam. Just looking for the fireworks. They were going off a second ago. See if we can see anywhere. Can you see for that one? It's raining as well. It's actually very cold. You see all the people walking about up there? That's them all going first foot, and it's cold in Scotland. Where do you go? You actually supposed to take a bit of coal with you. If you've got orange hair, you go to somebody's house with a bit of coal. It's a tradition, so they don't bring them bad luck. Oh, somebody on their bike. All the best, dude. Happy New Year!
That's the funny thing in Scotland. Even if you don't know the person, you always just shout Happy New Year. Could be your worst enemy.
Just live there with our friends and family for a wee 10 minutes on Facebook. Dogs are barking because of the fireworks. My dog will be upstairs under the bed.
Listen to Liam.
Anyway, he's coming on live. Anybody with us? You want to come up? Add a comment.
I think that was my first time ever kind of doing it on an occasion, going live. I like to try and see if I show myself when it's live. Well, this is us back in the house, so yeah.
Most people at the beginning, they follow up. The run up, sorry, all the Scottish.
Look at the difference, guys, in there.
My partner went live on Facebook. Just friends, family for a wee 10 minutes.
That's 4 years ago.
YouTube, I don't know yet. But yeah, I'll show you what we're listening to on the TV. If I can get it to flick back round. There we go.
That's Hug Monday Night.
This is the traditional Scottish
So we kind of,
music, the Scottish music.
that was the first time I kind of shared one of the celebrations with you. That was way back 2018, a quick live to chat about 2018 and what I want. So we were just getting into 2018 at that point. That's okay, Mystical. Go do what you need to do, sis. Don't you worry about it. Honestly, go do what you need to do. Please don't worry. And I hope you find it. Oh! Eek! My puppies! And then that was also when we connected to the other team for Dunfermline, and they were taking me to Greyfriars, and that's when I started with Mr. Mackenzie. That is where Mr. Mackenzie starts coming into the equation, where I went to Greyfriars for my first time in years, when I was a wee girl, and then I turned the spirit box on and things, and because I was nice to Mr. Mackenzie, I think it was, because I said to him that I know that he could. I know that he'd done some bad things in life, but he couldn't have got to the status that he was without doing some good, and that was what I was going to focus on about type of thing, and that I didn't want to relate to the bad side of him. I wanted to try and get to know the good side of him, and let him speak to me and things. And I think he kind of appreciated that I wasn't calling him out for being bad. I wanted to see the human part of him, what in life made him get so far to make those hard decisions. Because you've got to remember way back then as well, guys, if he hadn't done what the king said, he would have been murdered himself and all his family probably for treason. So I wanted to see if he maybe would explain a little bit about that to me, as if maybe he did feel a little bit of pressure from the king. You know, so who knows, maybe through time I can make that connection with him and get some answers out of him. Because he's got a bad reputation in bloody Mackenzie. Because he did kind of authorise the killing of all those people, and the fact that he's buried in the cemetery along with his victims, essentially. So I made that connection to him. And then it came into Uncle Danny's stream. Uncle Danny had been woke up in the middle of the night. It came through a couple of times before then, I do believe. And then Uncle Danny was woke up in the middle of the night with his spirits. It's on my channel, and you can check it out on Uncle Danny's channel. He gets the views for it anyway, even if you click my link on mine's. But he had come through the spirit box at Uncle Danny's in the middle of the night saying Greyfriars, and it's Mr. Mackenzie saying, please tell Drew to come back to Greyfriars. And you can hear it as clear as day, guys, and it blew my mind. So I just kind of kept trying to keep connection, and then every so often you would hear him come through the box, and he's got a really, really distinctive voice, Mr. Mackenzie. If you hear him come through the spirit box, especially PSB7, it's a really authoritative voice. I'll tell you if I ever hear it again, and I'll point it out to you. And then he kept coming in and different things. I've not really heard them for a while, but I think that's because I've not been to Greyfriars for a while. Yeah, definitely be careful, sis. They're hell, I'm telling you, be careful as well. So I made that connection to Mr. Mackenzie and started just keeping going ghost hunting and things. So it's been a process, guys, but definitely go back the videos and things that I shared. And I'll go onto my channel and I'll see if there's any I've maybe privated. It's maybe been a little bit too much at the time. And it'll show you how far I've came. It'll show you my journey, if you like, on YouTube. And also I used to wobble all the time. I would just to grow like 10 subscribers and I would lose 5. And I was always saying on social media, what am I doing wrong? Why are people subscribing to me then leaving? And then I learned about the algorithm, that if you don't watch the person within a couple of weeks of subscribing to them, you lose the subscription. And then by then it was starting to get a little bit more easier on my heart that all these people were going. Because I felt as if it was something I was doing wrong, that people just didn't like me or something. So and it really is a hard journey, guys. So don't think you're going on YouTube to make money, because you're not. You're big followers, because you're not. You're going on. I'm really going on to YouTube at that point was to have somewhere to document my journey and see if I could get other people to help me connect, help me see if the things I was experiencing was real, because I was thinking that everything in the living room was orbs. Way back then, I was thinking, and I do still kind of believe this. There's a mine up in Colburn, and the railway and things was there. So I've got this kind of knowledge in me that if the railway was there and the path up to Colburn, this could have been a walkway for the mines. And that's why there's so many energies kind of pass through. Because it's just residual energy from when there was so many people walking back and forward to the mines. I think that's a lot to do with it. And a lot of that residual energy that's from the railway line, I think that's got a lot to do with the energy up here. It's just that people don't really know it's there unless you're kind of connected. So I slowly connected to all that. And I still don't know to this day, guys, if it is because the witches were meant to be burned up here at the stake. I don't know if that's maybe why I've connected so much to it before I came to this house. But it's been a great journey. When I look back on it, I wouldn't really have changed anything. Welcome, Hatchie. And Hatchie's been there from the beginning. One of my long-time subscribers. He's watched my journey from the start. Haven't you, Hatchie, my friend? Hatchie and Dobie. There's a few of yous. Because I met Dobie down at when I went to Nottingham to meet Haunted Finders. She's been there for the start. She's a busy lady, though, guys. She's got 4 men in the house now to look after all the time. So she's in and out. But I've met so many amazing people, and so many people have helped me in my journey. So I hope that a lot of them will also help us with the Witchy 101 classes. Because technically it's all yous, guys. It's I've got me to where my confidence is today. If you look at some of those videos, I wobbled all the time and I'm like playing with my hair and I can't sit still. You know, it's a journey. It really has been a journey. Self-confidence and finding myself again. Crazy. And I'm just glad that I did document it. I'm so glad that I documented it, even if it isn't as much as I thought I did. And I've also got my books here, but I will need to go through these because I know these will get a bit personal. But to let you understand, where is it? Isn't the very first book of shadows I had? The very first book of shadows was a writing pad. I don't know if it's here. I'll try and find it, guys. I think it must be up the stairs in a box or something. But this was the second one that I got. And this is what I've wrote on it. Welcome to my Book of Shadows. I started my witchy path around July 2017. This is my first official Book of Shadows. I have a binder for my journey also. I started out wanting to talk to spirits through watching YouTube. I want to find out some secrets before I pass about the universe and spiritual world around us and what happens when you die. As I watch how to communicate with the dead, I realise I have to do this. I have to raise my vibrations so my path. I must have waited. So my path. How does that just cut off? Find my vibration to find my path. I think I must have just ended it there. But it shows that way back in 2017, that was kind of when I was trying to find myself and connect. And then I just start documenting. I find Taylula Plendley as well. She is an author and things. She's from Wales. I started following her as well. So I do a little bit about what she's like in the journey and how she helped me. So magic is to me asking our ancestors and our goddess and our god or deities to grant our wishes, and in return we make offerings to them, herbs, oils, wind, fire, water, earth, etc., in our spells and offer on our altars. Also learn to keep a notepad, Book of Shadows, beside me to write and document my journey and magical experiences. And then I've put intentions and willpower. It's good to go over it all again, and I advise you to do it. Go look back your journey. And I've done a bit about invisibility magic. Being unnoticed when you're around others. I myself was never noticed as a kid. I'd always last to be noticed. Try and remember back to then. If you want past a first line or someone blow cold breath as you go through and you're blowing away their perception of you and the intention to you, you have to work at it and build on it. So basically, it's like trying to be invisible when you're around people that's there's trying to focus negative energy your way, or maybe they're giving you the slide eye. It's about blowing away that intention that they are pushing to you. So it's basically trying to be invisible. It's making your aura invisible. Creating a ritual. Wow. Creating a ritual. And this is this must have been my very first ritual. Listen to this. I used jasmine flowers, grinded dragon blood resin, frankincense as well, and I put it in a bowl. Then I added wormwood or a palm's worth, that's what it was. Eyebright as well, a palm size. I must have been making I can remember that. I made a full tub of it. Mojo powder or salt and pepper. Or mako powder or salt and pepper, dragon's blood oil, lemon oil, mixed together and pushed into a loose incense. Wow. Then the blood red moon, 31st of January 2018. We'll not see the full eclipse from Scotland, but I will go out and take pictures just to document the event. I'm going to cleanse my crystals and sit them out all night to absorb that moon goddess energy. It's a great moon phase to cleanse and put out your intentions. I'm trying to do a little ritual later before they two, William and Liam, go to bed. I go study for a bit, be back soon. Saturday the 21st of March 2018. I've not been doing much on my witchy path at the minute. Too much has been going on. I better not read all that. It's been hard to even find time and energy to light my candles. Wow, guys. Just remembers you way back. And then I also, at this point, had fun Ryan Espich. Do you remember me trying to get him on for an interview? That's Mr. Ouija. He helped me so much. And listen to this. Oh my God, this man has played a huge part in my story. I first wanted the Ouija to move, so started watching videos and has popped up. And he's helped me so much because I mailed Ryan and started talking to him personally so much and explained you have to make a connection to the spirit and it's not that simple. So I started realizing through him that deities help or spirit guides help. So that's why I set up my altar, and I then realised my deity or Santa Marta, who I've been following and have made a connection. I knew Ryan liked her. That's right, because Ryan followed her as well, and it was him that started to kind of talk about her and things more about who she was, liked her. So I then looked up YouTube and found out honour her name, and oh my God, he pops up again. That's right, everything that I researched, he had a link to, and I kept saying, this man keeps popping up everywhere. So it's crazy, guys, honestly. That's Tuesday the 17th of April 2018. It's my dad's 73rd birthday, so I've asked Aunt Janet for any old pictures I can get of them to copy them and put them in a nice frame for him. I think he'll like that. I also redid my Santa Marta altar and set up a little ancestor and Billy Rose altar. That was when I gave Billy the rose. I have to purify it and ask the God and Goddess and Santa Marta to bless it and bless them on the other side. I burnt my SM, that's the Santa Marta candle that I got specifically made for her, and ancestor money after I redid it, and I'm going to do a wee love jar for Zach and get it on her altar to help him with his behaviour. That was a way back, guys, and it's good to just go over it all and see just how far I've came and just how I've connected. Stop here, welcome in, Dobby. So it's been a great journey, guys, and I do look forward to the future and seeing how far that we really just can go and how many people we can help along the way to just connect. Do it properly. Don't do it because you want to be the big, I'm going to see him into witchy. Don't do it because of that. Don't do it to turn heads. Do it because it's truly who you are. It truly helps. Believe me, it helps. Did you find the bear, Sister Mystical? Oh, okay. You concentrate on finding that bloody bear. I'm going to be going anyway. I was only going to do an hour just to share it with you. So it's been a great journey, guys, and I do look forward to thriving with you in these Witchy 101 classes. Because remember, Sister Sherry and I and Mystical, we're going way back to basics. So we are kind of being vulnerable as well, showing you our kind of little secrets as well. So it's going to be good for you to come along. And tomorrow night we've got we're going to sit and explain to you a little bit about what the different witches are, the different ways, also a little bit about how you can also be religious and be a witch. There's plenty of Christian witches out there. There's plenty of prayers and rituals that we do, that we use different psalms in. We also do a lot of the Catholic prayers as well when Santa Marta is a Catholic deity. So there's a lot of novena prayers I've got to say. I was saying to Sister Rochelle about that, it was Sister Phoenix about this earlier, that I think she knows that I'm Scottish and I don't truly get all the prayers and why we do them. And whenever I go onto my altar to start doing like really serious ritually prayers where I'm really honouring her and I'm really trying to empower her and empower the other side, it's as if I feel her kind of smile and laugh as if, Andrina, I know you're trying, you don't need to. It's like that kind of thing she puts in my head, as if the intent of you going to go do it for me is enough. You don't have to waste your time to do it, because she knows I'm busy, obviously. So I kind of get that feeling with her. But way back when I first connected to her, I did actually get the book. I've got the books here. And I did all the novena prayers. I did the Sunday prayers where you sit in the Wednesday prayers as well. A lot of the Wednesday ones where Wednesday's her day. Lots of things, guys, are way back. Is it here? There's Ryan's book, Mr. Reacher. There's Ryan's book there, guys. And I did want to get Ryan on to interview him a couple of years back, and he was going to come until he found out that I was getting other paranormal investigators in the videos, because he's got a perception that he wants everybody to use the Ouija board, but he wants everybody to use it safely and realise that you can use it as a tool. But paranormal investigators get a bad rap with it because they use it for no harm, but they use it in the wrong way. They take it to cemeteries, he doesn't agree with it. They try and connect to normal spirits, and he doesn't agree with you try to connect normal spirits with it. He more uses it. He only connects to his grandmother through it, the Ouija board. And it's because him and her used to do it when she was alive. So he's kind of trying to teach you on how to use it safely. So he doesn't agree with a lot of the paranormal investigators even getting to know that knowledge. So he wouldn't come on. Yeah, definitely, Christina. That's why I did it so early. I changed it from 10 o'clock to now because I remembered. I'm looking forward to it, to see how we all kind of fit in. So, yeah, so it's been a journey, guys. So remember, note down your journey. If you're just starting your journey, or even if you aren't just starting it, wipe out a demon. Even if you're not just starting your journey, but your journey hasn't been documented, try and document it. And then go back 6 months, go back a year, even right now, go back if you've documented it. Pat yourself on the back at how far you've came, the lessons that you've learned. There's so much that you learn every day that you don't even realise that you're learning. And I think going back in your videos, going back in your books and things kind of teaches that lesson over and over again. But I wouldn't change my path, guys. I really honestly wouldn't change it. There's a couple of wee heartaches and things I wish never happened along the way. You know, a lot of things that's happened that just didn't need to happen, and a lot of people we've lost. We've lost. Every time I go to tag anybody on Facebook, Sherry Knots always pops up, and I always think, will I tag you and it's Sherry? Will I? Because Sherry was there for the beginning. I think with a lot of us. And it's just so hard not tagging, hitting that button. So, and then there was, who else? There was Misty Cat as well. My God, guys, there's been so many amazing people in the community that's no longer here. You know? And all of them are on the live streams. If you watch the live streams and put up the live chat, if you're way back, you'll see them on chat. Patrick as well. Guys, there's been so many. Mike. I've got an interview with Mike on my channel for 2 years ago that I'm so glad I did. And it was so hard to get that because he was no well. And he had just come out of the hospital, I think. And then I managed to get the interview with him. And we were meant to do a part 2. And we never got to do it. But there's so much, guys. And please keep jotting your journey down, even if it's for your own personal viewing. Because it's great to go back. It gives you a little bit more of a push forward as well. It gives you an empowerment to push on a little bit further. So guys, I'm sorry that I couldn't share a lot of the videos on the normal screen because of my silly computer. But I hope you do go back and kind of watch my journey on the videos for the oldest, just to get a little bit of perception of how far I really have came and the people that has helped me. But I think the minute that I met Uncle Danny was really the turning point, because he had the experiences with the spirits, the darker entities, the things that we need to kind of watch out for that maybe a lot of us don't really want to realise is there, that we need to know is there. And he also put a lot of it together with my path. He was the one that showed me how to feel colours, feel what your magic, connect to the ancestors that are waiting in the wings, give a little bit of appreciation to them, set up a little bowl where you're representing them with your crystals or your stones, give them a little focus, give them a dedication, and then the connection's much more stronger. If you're giving them and we'll learn use all this, if you're giving them, like say, a crystal and you say, that is my Uncle John, then that connection is there and that is your Uncle John, and you can actually tune into that and make that empowered. He taught us all that, guys. It's amazing. So just keep on the path, and remember, keep watching everybody's channel, because we are going to be showing you a lot more. So remember, check out Christina's channel tonight, guys. I do believe it's in 2 hours. Check that out. They're going to share their journey. It's Christina and Luna. And then we're going to see if any of us relate to it. Also, remember, the Witching 101 classes are on tomorrow, back to basics. So check that out as well. And just keep an eye out on each other's channel. And remember, Sister Sherry's got a great video up, guys, at meditation. It made me so relaxed last night. Definitely go check that out. If you feel a little bit stressed, go check that out, and it will calm you down, and it'll take you back to kind of being even again. And just be awesome. And keep being you. That's all my advice I can say. Just keep being yourself, keep on your journey, and don't let anybody bring you down. Yes, that's true. Whenever we're supposed to stay in the group, Pete's actually stayed, and now we need to go left, and I look pretty good now. Okay, we do love pizza. Right, okay, everybody, thank yous for coming in, and just blessings to everybody. And I will see you all soon. I'll see you on the Witchy 101 classes tomorrow night, my channel, and then next week it'll be Sister Sherry's channel again. So just keep checking them out, guys. And it's all on a playlist. It will be on a playlist on my channel, Sister Rochelle's channel, Mystical, Sister Sherry's channel. So you'll just need to watch the playlist on whoever's channel. It's all going to be there. And I will see you all tomorrow. So blessings and goodbye. I'll play the outro so you can all say goodbye to each other. And I hope you feel better soon, Uncle Danny. I'm sending out positive vibes, healing vibes, and definitely strength to you. There's a candle lit now. So we'll definitely push those healing energies out to Uncle Danny. Right, okay, let's play the outro just for blessings.